Hi friends, today I'm going to be doing just kind of a really quick B-roll filled bookshelf tour. I'm not going to go through every book because at this point I think I have like a little over 450 books in my collection, but I'm going to show you each shelf. I kind of keep them organized. I'm also going to show you like a little bit of the stuff I have in my office here. I don't know if I'd call it my office anymore because I don't have my desk in here anymore. But my, like, library, admittedly, I do not sit in here to read very often, because I don't like to be, like, physically separated from my family very often. I'll show you a little bit of that, and you'll get to see my books, and my bookshelves, which I'm very proud of. You can see them a little bit behind me. Normally, my setup, I'm kind of zeroed in, almost in this corner. I just have, like, a stool. A stool that I thrifted. This is what I sit on when I'm filming, and I usually just kind of sit. A little bit of background, I do have a video, I believe, about my bookshelves. I don't know if I went into like great detail at the time on my bookshelves and the fact that I did them myself. So one of them, namely the first one you're going to see here, that's an IKEA Billy shelf, and then the other two big ones here were just bookshelves I inherited with the house. But I did paint them all myself, and I did the artwork on the back of them. That like gold leaf watercolor marbling thing you see, I did that myself. And I had to hand marble with like acrylic inks. All of the individual pieces of paper and then Mod Podge and gold leaf it myself. It was a lot of fucking work. It's very beautiful and I love it, but I don't know if I'd do it again. Not gonna lie. I would just go with what I was initially gonna do, which is wallpaper the damn things. So anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go right into it. Okay, so this first shelf, as you see, is part of my Sarah J. Maas collection, and then I have some odd ones. These are part of my permanent collection, my Lily Brooks Dalton and stuff like that. All my Armin Trout books, which I don't know what I'm going to do when I, run out of space here. I also don't know what I'm going to do with the new Crescent City book, but I'll figure it out, I'm sure. I also have the saucer for this teacup you'll see later in just a moment. But the matching saucer, those were heirlooms from my grandma, so yep, I keep those up there. And then the next shelf, yeah, so more Sarah J. Maas, my Jen Williams books, the Fourth Wing series. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get more of those. I'm going to have to shift everything. And a Abraxas pop figure I've been flipping for my foreseeable future. There's the teacup that matches that plate. Okay, and then we have all my Scarlett St. Clair books, my Taylor Adams, Margaret Rogerson, and Robert Jackson Bennett collection. So these are also part of my permanent collection. And light novels. I am out of space basically here. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for this, but I love that shelf. And then I just have like contemporary romances here for the most part. This is a bottom shelf, so they're all kind of stacked up and it's a little crazy down here. This shelf, I desperately need to get to reading more of these, but it is what it is for now. And then mysteries, thrillers, kind of spooky things, and some miscellaneous books that didn't fit on other shelves. So, yep. This is just miscellaneous fantasy, from what I know. I think at the end here I do have some like fantasy romance / dark fantasy or dark romance kind of mixed in. Another miscellaneous shelf. This is just kind of whatever, wherever. A lot of my shelves are just like this, but they are kind of lumped together. And a bunch of mass market paperbacks, some more fantasy. Yeah. As you can see, like, entire series are out of order, so that's cool. All my Elise Kova books and my Acosta books and Katie Roberts, lots of Katie Robert. Yeah, I love this shelf. It's probably my favorite one of all of them because look at all those Kova books. Look how they line up. It's amazing. Some of my Michael J. Sullivan books and just some more miscellaneous fantasy. Kind of some older series, some newer series, blah, blah, blah. More miscellaneous fantasy. Yeah. All right, yep, this is my sci-fi shelf. So I think I only have one of these currently, but I'm trying to read more sci-fi. And more miscellaneous fantasy. I, as you can see, just kind of fit things where I can fit them. I've got this cute, like, cryptid bash thing from when we went to Fayetteville this last summer. And some Legos. And you can see my TBR cards and stuff. This little thing I got from Wilmington, North Carolina. And then I have my Sandman statue and my Neil Gaiman books, and Brandon Sanderson kind of resides here as well. And yep, more Pops. And my Death statue and my Le Guin stuff. So I'm missing a lot of her stuff currently. So I'm trying to get on that. Then up top, I've just got some stuffed animals. I've gotten those from various things. I have the Thor Lego and some plushies from my travels and my childhood. And then my Bulbasaurs and my Ivysaur. And then this is my TBR cart. So you've seen this before. Not much has changed. I think I've thrown a couple things on it at this point. It stays like that pretty much. So I'm sure you all were wondering where the hell is my Lock Tomb books. So I moved them over there when I got those bookends, and I kind of like this little like spooky corner. I think it's cute. So I've got some paranormal, romance, fiction, and historical fiction, more like monster romance and contemporary romance over here. Overflow of manga, and then some literary fiction. Yep. More manga, graphic novels, lots of manga. They're double stacked on some portions of this shelf. That's a teacup I got when I was overseas, I believe. And I have a coffee candle that I got this past summer. It is amazing. So I just keep like a bunch of my crystals and shit here. My orchid, which is finally going to bloom again. More manga. Behind those tall ones, you'll see here, is all my Toilet Bound Hanako. More manga on the bottom shelf there, and I love those Lego sets. They are probably my favorite ones of all the ones that I have. And then I've got some nonfiction on this shelf, so this is the last shelf I can fit in this room. And D&D cards, some more nonfiction, some tarot cards, some things for school there on the end that you can barely see. I do kind of have the nonfiction organized by like topic. Those on the end there are just arcs I got from VLA this past year. So these are just some crystals that I have up here. That continues to be my favorite one. That art is from my best friend. That weird sand looking thing is a fulgurite. This artwork I got from a former coworker and a friend. That I got at Ren Fair. Love that shop. Above the windows here, I have all my brick heads. So I finally found a place that isn't my fucking bookshelves for these things. Yeah, so this is just kind of an overview. And I'll see you guys in just a second. I'm back. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want to see more from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.